All right, guys. Huge historic night at Madison Square Garden. Potentially one of the most historic happened just hours ago as Islam Makhachev claimed the second belt in the welterweight division, an absolute style. Now one of the best coaches, one of the most historic, winningest championship coaches of all time, joins me here as we celebrate another incredible achievement for him and his team. Javier Mendez, man. I mean, I've spoken to you after the biggest wins out of all your fighters' careers, from DC to Luke Rockhold to Cain Velasquez to Khabib. But this is, man, this feels a little bit different here. How are you feeling on the morning of this craziness?
I feel good. I feel that Islam proved that he belongs at number one pound for pound. And I think a lot of people thought he was, but now he's solidified that. I don't think there should be any question on who the pound for pound greatest right now is, and that's him. And at the rate he's going, if he continues to go, he may very well end up being pound for pound the greatest of all time. But let's wait to see how we do in our next few fights before we jump that gun, right? But I was very happy for him and Team Khabib, because he did an unbelievable job. I've always said that Islam's the easiest guy to train because you just tell him what you want and he goes out and does it. And that's exactly what he did when Khabib and I wanted him to do what we wanted him to do. He went and did it.
It's obviously a lot of great wrestling in it. We'll get to that in just a second. But one of the things that was so impressive was the leg kicking. On the statistics, 10 out of 10 leg kicks landed. It was kind of around the calf kick, ankle area. Break that down for me, Javier. That's another part of the game plan that I guess not many of us were thinking about going into this one. What was behind the plan of taking out JDM's leg like that? And was that something you came up with Khabib?
To be honest with you, this was something Usman was working with on him, Islam. He was working with that. They were working that a lot. In sparring, he was nailing the guys with that calf kick. And even with shin guards and everything, he hurt one of the sparring partners with that very same kick. So we knew what we had, and the thing is that a lot of people haven't respected Islam's striking, and if they don't respect his striking after what he did last night, then they never will, because he proved that he can strike with an elite striker, and make no mistake about it. I told you guys that if we make the fight look easy, it's because we train hard for it, and it's not that Jack isn't a great champion. He is. It's just, I just feel Islam's at another level out of anybody right now, personally.
On that striking, it was incredible, right? Islam looked relaxed. He had great combinations. Obviously, the leg kick. What was going through your mind as you saw how successful and effective he was with Jack on the feet in the fight?
Well, originally, the whole plan was to go out there and take him down, test him on the ground, because that's what we felt we had a clear-cut edge. But the very first strikes that Jack threw at him, I noticed he was boxing lead leg heavy, and I said, uh-oh, and his legs were wide because he was lead heavy, and I'm like, oh, man. I go, and I didn't have to say nothing about keep calf kicking because Islam already knew what to do. But I noticed that the speed difference between Islam and him was night and day. And I just said, right then and there, I kept saying Matador style. Matador style means evade, stay on the outside, and maintain that distance, because Jack, a lot of people are not giving him the credit that man deserves. He's a great fighter, man. And wait and see what the next person that fights with him, they thinking that they're going to do what Islam did to him. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can say. Because this guy's protected himself on every submission attempt. He was well-versed in submission defense, and he couldn't get any offense going like he wanted to, but that's because he had a great guy on him that was mentally ready for him. I'm not 100% sure that the camp respected Islam's stand-up. I could be wrong, but based on what they were saying, that Islam's stand-up was basic. I think maybe they were trying to bait us into a stand-up fight. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know, but I just know what was said, but I don't think they really meant that, is what I'm saying.
When did you notice that leg sort of being compromised for Jack? Because I was watching it on TV, but cage side, when you saw those calf kicks land, did you know, oh, whoa, okay, he's really impacted by this pretty early?
The very first one he landed, I said, uh-oh. So we kept imploring him to keep doing that. We kept saying, keep going for that calf kick. And then when he switched up, go for the body kick to the body, and then he did that. And I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more than what he did. What I told him going into the fight, I go, I'm looking to get from you 5 welterweight championship quality rounds, just like in sparring. You did it in sparring. Now I want you to do it here. So you can hear me telling him after each round, that was 1, that was 2, that was 3.
Mhm.
And at the 4th round, I said, now I want the last one to be the best one. And honestly, he kind of stuffed them down really well the last one. He did exactly what I was hoping he could do. And Jack, on his side, they couldn't find an answer for what he had going.
Mm. We were spoken about how excited Khabib gets, and that makes him a special coach. What was it like for you on the night coaching with him? Anything different? Obviously, you guys have now been coaching together in these big moments for a while now.
Yeah, we've been coaching for a while. Habib's been coaching Islam when he wasn't fighting. He's been coaching him for a long time, so this is nothing new. The funny part for me was Usman right behind us. He's going nuts. Habib was calm. He was calmer than normal. He's becoming a hell of a corner. Like I said, I don't try to calm those guys down anymore. I leave them alone. I just let the UFC staff, the people that work for the commission, let them settle down a little bit. I'm focused on the fight. I don't want to miss anything. That's why I'm always. It's like I'm playing chess. That's what I'm doing, and I need to focus on what the other opponent's doing. But
You
Usman
know,
was funny.
for me also, it looked like Islam had a lot of fun in there. I know usually, he does really well and he dominates, but there's the weight cut, there's this and that, a bit of adversity. Here, he just really looked in his element. I know you said this was the best camp that he's ever done going into the fight, but now is it safe to say 170? It's a good weight class for him now that you guys have had this fight?
It was safe to say 170 was the best fight for him before this because of what I was seeing in practice.
Mm.
I've said it, I've never seen him so strong. And I know some people blasted me. Some people are saying, you don't even train, you're a leech, that I'm leeching off these guys, and I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. I don't want to fight everybody. Like, I'll leave it alone. I'm behind the scenes a lot. I am behind the scenes a lot. I'm not in the limelight and I don't want to be. But I do my part. I do my part that needs to be done, and I fit in where I need to fit in. And I know, look, for the rest of my life, I'll be a big important part. They're my family, along with my AKA family. We're all family, and we're going to be together for as long as I live. As far as if anything I have to say about it, I'm with
Mm.
this crew forever. Loyalty before anything.
I mean, going into the fight without him having to do that weight cut, did you notice, like, was it a better experience for him and for you guys getting into this? Obviously, he's still cutting weight to welterweight, but was it just a
Yeah.
different experience not having to get down to lightweight for you
Well,
guys going in?
let's put it this way. I never go to the weigh-ins, and this one here, I've been to a few of his, weight cuts. Sorry, not weigh-ins, weight cuts. Weigh-ins
Yeah.
I hardly go to anymore either. But I didn't even bother even thinking that he would need my support. He didn't need anything. He has so many people behind him, and I already knew. Speaking to Charles, the UFC dietitian, he said, "Oh man, he's so on schedule. He doesn't have nowhere near to lose what he normally does." And then come fight night, they weighed him in. He weighed 185, so he put on 15 pounds. A fight night. So he's a good 185, 190 pounder now. Walking around.
Mm. Obviously, Madison Square Garden, all the big fights now around the corner. What did you make of the other welterweights on the card, man? Sean Brady getting stopped like that by Morales, who looks like he's a heavyweight, the size of a heavyweight. And then we also had Leon Edwards being put out like that by Carlos Prates. It's crazy stuff on the card.
Yeah, the 2 new contenders arose that night. Morales. I mean, my God, is he a monster? Oh,
He's
wow, you're
huge.
right. He's huge. I looked at him and go, my God, he's huge. And then Prates with that beautiful, precise striking. I mean, come on, man. You get Leon Edwards like that. That's impressive. That's impressive. So 2 guys made themselves a big impact that last night. And that's good for Islam because there's going to be no shortage of great challenges for him. There's quite a few challenges available for him. So hopefully the White House comes a knocking for him, and then whoever it is they pick. But I've always said it with my guys. And I try to strive to say all the time: when you're the champion, you fight whoever they throw in front of you. Let the manager work what they have to do, but your job is the defense against who they put in front of you. Even if it's number 30 guy in the world, you fight him. That's what they give you. That's what you fight.
Mm. I saw Ilia Topuria came out of the woodwork. He's still trying to cash the ticket in to fight Islam. I reckon he's probably gunning for that White House card against Islam. Did you notice he was tweeting at Islam after the fight, and he's still trying to get this fight together, even though it's welterweight now?
Yeah, I read something where he wasn't he basically made he made bad remarks towards Jack, which I think that's just whatever. I don't care for that because I thought Jack did his best, fought his heart out, and all props go to him. And he's a 10 times better fighter than he proved last night, and that's only because he met Islam and we had the right game plan. I think they were behind the eight ball a little bit on the game plan, to be honest with you. But that's what this game's about. It's a matter of making the right choices and sticking to those choices come fight time. And we made the right choices. We stuck to it. And this is what the plan was in training camp, and this is what Islam did. He executed perfectly. But don't get me wrong, we were ready to do whatever we needed to do. But this was our number one game plan, is what we did, and we pulled it off.
All right, guys, taking a quick break to thank our sponsors. First up, Manscaped. Look at this white hot lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Make sure to jump on this bad boy today. 15% off with the code word submission, plus free shipping now. And you can get 15% off the entire website. I'm talking about the most comfortable underwear that you're going to wear. I'm talking about the beard hedger, which is what I use to make sure that my beard is in shape and ready to go for the program. And of course, you got the weed whacker for your nose hair too. You got all sorts of potions and lotions that get you sorted as well. Manscaped is your one-stop shop for everything that you need when it comes to your body and feeling good. Just one more time, have a look at this bad boy. Of course, you could get the different color variations as well in the black, but this is a limited edition right here that you could pick up in Manscaped today. 15% off with a code word submission. You could use it in the shower. You charge it once, put it in your bag. Doesn't go off like a vibrator, which is hopefully not an issue for you. Make sure you can use it discreetly and easily. Keep your boys smooth downstairs. Manscaped is the place to do it. So make sure to jump on right now. Support the guys right now. 15% off with a code word submission. Free shipping. Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in the white hot, or you get the original OG black, which is also awesome. And the beard hedger as well. Like I said, one of my favorites out there too, the weed whacker. Just so many products on Manscaped that you can't say no to. It's Christmas almost around the corner. Surprise that special person in your life with some Manscaped in their life. And also, of course, the boxes are beautiful. Open these bad boys up. It's just a great gift altogether. Just have to wrap it lightly, put it under the tree. You're all sorted, and you help the program. 15% off with a code word submission. And I want to welcome back our friends at NordVPN, who are giving you the best discount off your NordVPN plan. Go to nordvpn.com/submission right now. You get an extra 4 months on the 2-year plan for free. That's right. Extra 4 months on the 2-year plan for free. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Of course, you could click the link in the description below. Try it risk-free right now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And, of course, pick up that great deal where you get all those months for free. Of course, NordVPN, best VPN out there. And if you guys want to watch your sports, I know the NBA season is crazy right now. It's across about 25 different networks. All your favorite movies, all your favorite TV shows dispersed over about 100 different streaming platforms. What about discounts to signups for different streaming services, for different products, for travel, all sorts of stuff? You could get it cheaper by changing it to different countries. And of course, NordVPN protects your information during this Christmas period as you're shopping. Make sure no one steals your credit card information. Takes away all your information, so you got to reset all your passwords. NordVPN has you sorted. It protects you, it looks after you, and it gives you access to all of the best sports around the world. Next year, it seems like having a VPN would be a good idea to have to watch all your favorite sports all over the world. NordVPN.com has you sorted. NordVPN.com/submission right now. Pick up this deal today. Get across it now. You're not going to regret it as we go into the Christmas season with so many big sports being played and you guys having to be across about 3,000 different networks and streaming platforms to watch it. Yeah, he said that there's no emotion in Islam and he's boring. But I mean, how could you say that moment was boring, right? It was one of the most historic moments in the welterweight division now, right? In Madison Square Garden, an absolute domination. 19 minutes and 10 seconds of control time for Islam. It's incredible.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. And, I mean, as a fighter, you got to try to mark up the fights and get everybody involved. And he does a great job of doing that, So let's see what happens. If the UFC offers him, then no problem. I mean, I can't answer for Islam, but I'm saying no problem. Islam
Mm.
and his, Ali, who I consider the greatest manager in the business, will do the right thing for Islam. So, but let's face it, we're going to meet him eventually, whether it's the White House or whether it's another time. Let the UFC decide that, I say. But we're going to meet him eventually if he wants to continue to come up. But I seriously doubt Islam will want to come down. And for him, the first time anybody will ever go for a triple, right? He'll be the first triple challenger for it. So that would be a monster fight for the whole world, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's probably no way of coming back down now, right? For Islam, he's
I
really
don't think
grown into
so.
the weight class.
Yeah.
Why come down?
If he asks my opinion, I say hell no. And then
Yeah.
Habib's opinion, it's a no. And then the most important person is himself. If he doesn't want to come down, he shouldn't come down. Why? He's very strong at this weight. I've told everybody before how strong he was. And look at the grip strength he did. He beat Alex Pereira on the grip strength. He's got incredible strength, man.
Hey, by the way, Kamaru Usman popped by this show as well a few days ago. Says he's next. Dana White says he's the greatest welterweight of all time. But I did notice the fans have had a pretty negative reaction to it, right? Like I had a lot of people
Right.
say that I want to see him next. And, no doubt about it. I feel like Kamaru Usman actually would be an interesting matchup, right? Because at least he has the wrestling. So it would be interesting.
Yeah.
But it's been a bit of a negative reaction from fans. Regardless, though, I guess he could potentially be next as well as a challenger if Dana White
It's
decides
possible. And you know what? I made a comment that I got to take back. I said he was the greatest welterweight of all time and deserved it. And I'm like thinking, what the hell am I thinking? I go, my God, no way. No. He's the great one of the great ones, yes, but not the greatest welterweight. GSP's the greatest welterweight of all time. I mean, he's got the most title defenses and the most domination, GSP does. So I take that word back. So correct me because I was wrong on that one for sure.
Hey, listen, all good. I think Dana was trying to test the waters to see if people wanted him to jump the queue and get this title shot. But I don't know. There's been some negative fan perception, so we'll see what happens. We've got Ian, Gary, and Bilal as well, so we see what happens there. Quick one. Obviously, we spoke about how long Islam will be around for, but I noticed how comfortable he was. Now he looks like he'll hang around a bit longer. It looks like we might get him a bit longer now at this new weight class, which is another side bonus, right? Of him moving.
Yeah. It's another side bonus. Let's see how long we'll keep him. Remember one thing too. He said it, and I know he meant it. If Habib tells him to quit tomorrow, he'll quit tomorrow. So that's the kind of loyalty these guys have and brotherhood they have with each other. Hey, I know who the boss is. The boss is Habib with these guys. I'm Habib's boss, but the boss is Habib with Team Habib. Nobody else is. I guide these guys. I give them great advice. I'm the wise one that's been around the longest that gives them a lot of advice. And I'm taking a very active and very, willing role in playing my spot now. Like even for instance here, when it came to holding the mitts, Usman said, "Coach, you're holding mitts," and I said, "No, you do it. You do a better job than I do. You hold for him. I like what you do with him." So that's my job. My job is to pass the torch on to these guys, and I'll be around the fight game forever as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not going to be the guy in the front holding mitts and doing this. I'm going to be behind the scenes doing the things that these kids need to do to grow. I want to see these guys grow and become great trainers and great human beings, which they are, and I really enjoy the process.
Yeah, no, that's what separates you, man. You're teaching these guys. You've been a part of their journey. It's so cool to see. By the way, Khabib inviting Craig Jones to get to Dagestan after the fight to come down and train with him.
Yeah, Craig's a good guy. There's no ill will. No ill will towards those guys. And I have nothing but high respect for Jack and his coaching staff. I've always said that. I have big respect to them. And I don't know what they were doing, playing with our heads or whatnot, but we had to stick to the game plan. And like I said, it could be masterful in what they were trying to do, but regardless, at the end of the day, we came prepared like we needed to be. And in all honesty, I don't think there's anybody in the in the welterweight division in the world that can touch Islam at the present time. I don't think there is.
Hey, last one from me, and I'll let you go. What about this whole Dillon Danis thing, man? He was sort of baiting the team cage side UFC 322. Dana White has now said he's been banned from every UFC event going forward. How crazy was that when you heard what happened cage side as you guys are getting ready to go out for the main
Yeah,
event?
that guy, I mean, why doesn't he grow up? I mean, what the hell's he doing? I mean, I read, I heard Dana's speech regarding that about how he was sitting in the fighter section and sitting where Team Habib was to boot. I mean, come on, dude. You know you're asking for trouble. And then they showed me the videos of what he was showing Ali and Islam in relationship type embrace, and then he was doing things with a porn star in Islam embracing, and then he's talking crap on other things. I mean, what do you expect when you do that? And you go and you sit where the guys are sitting, and you riling them up with big, huge disrespect. I mean, this guy, it's like when Logan Paul's girlfriend went after him, rightfully so, because he was making her look like something she wasn't. So she sued his ass, and then you got to stop that stuff. It's like, stop picking on people's religion, man. That's what he was doing. He was making fun of it.
Yeah, and you know what? It's lucky that got handled earlier on as well before the main event happened and stuff like that. It's good to see that it got handled and moved on. No more Dillon
Yeah.
Danis events anymore. But dude, congratulations on an incredible night. I can't wait to see what happens next to the team. Obviously, you guys have a team of killers with massive fights coming up next. But for now, I just want to congratulate you, Javier. Congratulations on another epic win for you and the team. What an incredible night.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.